Welcome to another episode of the Center Circle podcast, top number one podcast for all things football. Just as we are entering the era of football, the part of the football season that I personally have a great dislike for because, bro, season is coming to an end. Although we do have the Euros to be excited about, but I like my club football. I like my club football a lot, and but it's climaxing. Yeah, there are a lot of different things happening when it climaxes, and we have a lot to talk about this climax. But as always, I'm here with my bros. Chappie Chase is here as always, and before we Chooks is also here. I'm like, Chooks, I can see you smiling. Man? I'm so happy that you can smile. It must be really, really difficult to.
No, it's not.
It's not? Okay, good. I like that. We'll get to how you're able to endure the pain in a bit. But for our viewers, you might notice that Chappie Chase actually has a full beard. His mustache is still there. The beard is still full. And if he takes off that, that bunny he has on his head, you see, everything is still there. Now the reason
I like to do braids.
Yeah, he even braided it now. The reason that Chappie is actually not out here bald with no facial hair is because Arsenal, as he predicted, did not win the Premier League title. Chappie had earlier said that were Arsenal to win, he'd shave everything off. In fact, let me just let you know a little snippet real quick. Chappie watched that game in Chuk's house.
That's how confident.
And Chooks had a pair of scissors and a clipper in his hand, ready to cut Chappie's hair should something go wrong. But Manchester City, congratulations, they won the Premier League this season, and as a consequence, you people don't get to see what this guy looks like without any hair.
What did Liverpool win, please?
Liverpool?
Yeah.
I think they won the Carabao Cup this
season. No. They win the league?
They didn't win.
I don't know why this guy's excited, but yeah, let's go on.
They didn't win the league. So, first thing, let's touch bases because a lot of this has been okay. You know what? Let's actually start with the Premier League since we're already on that topic. So, Premier League season comes to an end. Man City 4 Premier League titles in a row, never been done before. Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho. We've had names. We have Carlo Ancelotti has been in this league before. We have names in this league. Benitez. No one has won the Premier League 4 times straight. No club. We have Man City, we have Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool. No club has done it 4 times in a row. So Manchester City, huge accomplishment for Pep and the boys. Massive accomplishment. We can clap.
Clap for them.
Yeah, we will clap for them. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it because if I give my thoughts, it might sound like I'm a bit, sour about the thing. So let me just let you guys. First of all, I want to get your own thoughts, Chooks, because you're an Arsenal fan. You guys just lost to this City team. What do you think about the season so far?
Shout out to the Arsenal team. Like I said, sometimes when I was discussing with someone last week, I said that I expected the Arsenal team to receive a guard of honor at the end of the match, win or lose the league. And exactly that's what happened. It shows the sentiment of how the fans are appreciative of the kind of season that the lads have had in the 2023-2024 season. We've seen Arsenal play very, very, very beautiful football that's had everybody spellbound till the last day of the league. It has never been this way in the last, 20 years? Yes, in the last 20 years.
Arsenal,
For Arsenal, yeah. A team that everybody is happy with, even if we narrowly, I would say, lost the title to Manchester City. And of course, shout out to Manchester City for doing what no one has done before, winning 4 leagues in a row. It just shows you the mastery of Pep Guardiola and the team that he has assembled over these years. You can't take it away from them. They have quality players. They've persecuted the league as real champions, and when it mattered the most, they stepped up and snatched the title from Arsenal, I'd say.
Chappie, what's up? See the smile on
Let
your
me
face.
smile.
Smile. Congratulations. Nobody will congratulate you.
You're a man,
I'll congratulate
you're a man,
you.
yeah.
Congratulations.
You be man, and man you be.
You predicted.
You be
well.
man you fan, so
You
you na
predicted
man you
well.
be. I don't understand here. It goes well. But like I always say,
You always say.
well, at least Arsenal can feel what Liverpool.
No, we're not feeling anything, bro.
Hold on.
Don't
Please.
don't put Liverpool in your.
Can this man let me talk, please?
Please.
Go ahead.
Please don't mention Arsenal and Liverpool. That's all I have to say. Continue.
At least Arsenal can say they have felt what Liverpool felt for the longest time.
We're not.
City have won the league 4 times in a row.
4 times in a row.
Good. 2 times they took it from Liverpool on the last day. 2 times. I think, yeah. 2020, 2021, 2022 season. You know, the final game, City, Aston Villa. You know, we all saw what happened. So, 2 times they took it from Liverpool. So, 2 times they took it from Arsenal. And I mean, some weeks ago, you guys were saying, Klopp is not even a great manager. He was just a manager that is second feeder to Guardiola.
No, that's not.
So now, I think you can actually you've felt what it feels like to go against Guardiola. The same Guardiola that you feel, Klopp is not doing enough to go against. So well, like I said, okay, but to be very honest, I think Guardiola is a great manager. We all know that. City are a great side. They've got that Arab money around them. You know, that oil money.
And they've got, let me just do this, you go on. They've got a potential 115 charges to explain.
Yeah, that one is on the side. And even if they get punished for it, we don't know what the punishments are for the 115 counts. So we're just going to put that on the side. But back to the whole reality. Guardiola is just, it's a masterclass what he has done at City. I think he can write a book. He can write maybe 2-3 books about his time at City, and it will go platinum. The book will just go bestseller. Because, coming into a league where you have Jurgen Klopp, you've had Unai Emery, you've had so many great managers in these different teams, and then you're just grasping the league every season. The only manager who has successfully taken it from City was Jurgen Klopp. He was the only manager who did it. And aside the first season Guardiola came, where Chelsea won, that was 2017 season. Yes, 2016 season, yes. Because he came in months after Klopp. Klopp was announced October 2015. Then 2016, Guardiola came in. So that is something we all need to respect. The fact that since he came in, the first season he didn't win it. Then after that, boom, the guy made Premier League look like a farmers' league. So
He called me farmers.
so he made it look, because it's not a farmers' league.
No, it is actually a farmers.
Because during that process, the Premier League have won the Champions League 3 times. 3 different teams from the Champions League from the Premier League have won the Champions League. Liverpool, Chelsea, and City. Liverpool got to the finals maybe 2-3 occasions, won it once. Then Chelsea, then City. So the teams in the Premier League, they're not farmers' team, but Guardiola made the whole league look like it's a joke. So kudos to City. And that was why I made that bet. And I said if City are going to topple, if Arsenal are going to topple City, I'll take everything off. I was so sure.
Yeah, so
because I've been there twice. I said it 2-3 times where he grasped it from Liverpool. And we all saw the last time United, okay, not the last time, before Ten Hag came second last season. No, was it last season or 2 seasons? I can't remember. But I know there was a time when City won the league and United were second, and the gap was like 20 something points. So I don't think that was even a race. It wasn't a race.
It wasn't a race.
It was it was a stroke.
So this next question I want to ask for the Arsenal fan. Now, you've spoken about how obviously you appreciate the effort that the Arsenal team, the Arsenal players, the manager put into giving Man City a run for their money. And you can appreciate that in hindsight as a fan. But the fact is, they still lost. The fact is, they still lost. And the fact is, they lost from a position where at some point this season, Arsenal were ahead. Arsenal were at the top of the table with some significant gap to City. Now, what we're looking at now is, as a neutral, we're looking at the fact that this happened this season. We're looking at the fact that it also happened last season because Man City won the league to Arsenal was second. And very, very similar circumstance because at some point last season.
Last season was worse. There was Arsenal were like over 8 points ahead of City.
And
then
they
blew it.
So there's a reputation developing for Mikel Arteta and that Arsenal team of chokers, actually. Of course, I can understand from a fan perspective when you've gone through the grueling era of Arsene Wenger where fourth almost became like a trophy and the idea of winning the league just started to, after Arsene Wenger was dominant, there came a period in the latter stages of his Arsenal career where it started to, I feel like if you finish fourth, we're okay. And then you had, Unai Emery's era and a couple of other things happened in between. But now Arteta has come in. It must feel good because it feels like we're challenging now. But again, Arteta is looking like the guy who can do the foreplay but can't really finish. So what are you having any concerns? I'm asking this because I hear a lot of Arsenal fans say it's great, we're doing our best. It's City, they're a super team, and we're giving them a run for their money. But there are some Arsenal fans who will tell you that, you know what, I think like it's starting to look like we have this good team, and do we have a manager that has the mentality to actually push them to the very end? So what do you think?
So the way I'll respond to that question is first things first. The way Arsenal played last season is no way the way Arsenal played this season. Arsenal has been with last season Arsenal was good. This season Arsenal was great. Very great, I must add. And that's why I said this time Manchester City snatched it from Arsenal. It was not like last season where you could almost say, yeah, we bottled the lead because we were kind of careless and we were not, if I dare say, quite as ambitious as we are this season. This season, with what we did last season, we actually saw that, okay, yeah, we actually can push for this thing if we work harder. And it was evident in the way Arsenal prosecuted the season. I still feel till today, that loss against Aston Villa was what broke the camel's back for Arsenal because in all ramifications, right? Arsenal had a better goal defense this season. Arsenal conceded less goals this season. Our keeper had the golden glove for the season. So in terms of a lot of club positions and everything, Arsenal was on top. So you can definitely see that there's a huge difference both in the way we played and the mentality of the players from last season to this season. Even if we finish in the same position second, you cannot tell me that the team that prosecuted last season is the same quality that is as the team that prosecuted this season. And for us who understand, for Arsenal fans who understand that we are in a process, right? For me, like I said, I was expecting a guard of honor on Sunday, and we got that.
Sorry, just real quick. Who gave the players a guard of honor?
They gave themselves.
There was a guard of honor.
Oh, they gave themselves?
Yeah.
It's like masturbation.
Oh my God.
It is actually like, it's about...
It's like playing with yourself.
It's like playing with
like,
yourself.
God damn it, man,
It's
bro.
like playing with yourself.
That's not it.
Wild.
That's not it. That's not it.
Wild for you to call
That's
that
not
guard
it.
of honor.
Like
It's wild.
the fans and me and everybody who was at the Emirates on that day knew that the Arsenal team gave it everything. Like anybody can want to try and shit on the team and use the whole the popular rhetorics of bottling the season and everything, but every sincere football fan knows that Arsenal gave City a run for their money this season. It's up for anybody who wants to believe it or not.
It wasn't even a guard of honor. It wasn't a guard of honor.
So
the reason why is, you know, the same thing United did after they won Newcastle. After they stylishly won Newcastle, where the manager comes with the microphone and says, "Oh, we are going to do this."
Oh, okay. So
The same
basically,
thing Lionel Messi did against Liverpool after they won 3-0 in the Champions League, and he come with the microphone and say, "Oh, we are going to do this." That was what.
But that's very typical of football too. When the season comes to an end, however good or bad,
No.
Exactly, that's the same
So
thing.
I'll just say this. I'll just say this before you go.
So it's not a guard of honor. It's just
at
like
United, at least, when the season comes to an end, whether they finish first or last,
you just have to
the
assure the
manager,
fans.
the last game that's
Thank them
played,
for supporting.
the last game that's played
Thank the
at the
fans.
home stadium, the manager addresses the
Exactly.
fans. So,
That
but
was what happened.
I feel like there might be something. There's something I want to touch on about what you said. I just want to get Chappie's thoughts on this.
Okay.
Chappie, just to reiterate the question. Do you think Arsenal are developing a reputation as chokers? Because again, Liverpool were in a very similar spot with Man City.
Yeah.
But I think there was a bit more, how would I put this? So the last time Liverpool lost the league to City at the final, the final day, last day, I think the season before that, or maybe 2 seasons before that, Liverpool actually won the league.
Yeah.
Okay, Liverpool won the league. Liverpool had won the Champions League at some point,
Yeah.
and I
Right,
think
season before they won
yes,
the
and
league.
I think en route to winning the Champions League, they were drawn with City in the Champions League at some point, if I do remember.
Yeah, true.
And then they go. So even if there were dips and there were highs and lows. Of course, City were obviously more dominant in the Liverpool City-esque rivalry, but Arsenal have now.
Wait, sorry. When you mean the City or Liverpool, do you mean like in general? Like
No, not in general. Of course, in general, Liverpool is vastly.
No, like during the Guardiola.
I mean, Guardiola,
Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp. City are obviously more dominant.
No. Actually, Liverpool were dominant.
How, bro?
Bro.
Please help me.
Jurgen Klopp. Wait. I don't want to change.
Klopp
Wait,
won
just hold on. I don't want to.
Do you mean like
hold
head
on.
to head?
Just hold on. I don't
Or
want to
is it
change.
trophy-wise?
I don't want to change the dynamic of this conversation.
Is it head to head or
Just hold
trophy
on.
wise?
Just hold on. I don't want to change the dynamic of this conversation. Let me just say this really quickly and get to my question. The point is, in the era of Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola at the various teams, Jurgen Klopp is leaving Liverpool now with 8 trophies.
Oh, okay. I thought you said head.
No,
to
not
head.
head to head. Head to head doesn't
Okay,
it doesn't
okay.
No,
like
head-to-head.
trophy-wise.
Trophy-wise,
City
City is vastly more dominant. But the point I want to make is that Arsenal are in a situation now, twice now, they could have won the league. They lost it to City. And it wasn't always that way with Liverpool. Initially, City were going, Liverpool were... Klopp did not finish. I think Klopp didn't finish second in his first season, for example.
No.
Right, so... But then when they started to challenge, we win it this year, next year we lose it. Okay, we don't win it this year, but we'll beat you in the Champions League and we'll end up with the trophy. Arsenal didn't win the Champions League this year. They're not going to win the Champions League this year. They didn't win the league. So are they developing a reputation? And I'm not even just talking about, of course, this conversation is centered on City because City are the ones that won the league.
Yeah.
But it's not like Arsenal are then going and pulling up trees in Europe and then ending up with the Champions League silverware or something. Okay. So is Mikel Arteta and his team, are they developing a reputation of they will come, they'll play nice football, we'll enjoy them, they will try, but they won't be there at the end?
Okay, there's something I said a couple of weeks ago. I said Arsenal are actually the most developed side in the Premier League now. You understand?
Most improved, I think.
Yes, most developed, improved, whatever. Now, the reason why I said so is because now when you compare Arsenal of 3 years ago, 4 years ago, to last year and this season, you find the trajectory is always going up. It's facing up. They've been playing good football. The reason why I stood my ground and said they won't win the league is because last season they never expected to be first position. It's like you just, okay, let's play for Champions League, let's get into the Champions League, and then you find yourself competing for the league, and then you're like, oh wow, let's see if we can actually win it. And then that's why even after 8-point gap against City, they lost the league. You understand? because their mentality, they were not in that mental space of winning the league. They just wanted to get into the Champions League. It's been a while for them. They just wanted to get there. And then they found themselves almost winning the league. And then City, who are professional assassins at killing dreams. So they just went there, did their thing, boom, they won the league. So Arsenal felt, okay, we can improve here. Got some new signings. They got Declan Rice. They got Trossard. They got a few players to improve the squad. And then they went again this season. And they did the same thing. I mean, I feel this season is actually a much more confident, like they were very intentional this season. So, I mean, then you find out that, oh, okay, they're actually getting closer. I said something some weeks ago behind the scene, and I said, I feel next season, Arsenal will actually win the league. This is another prediction for me, which I feel the production should actually keep this recording aside. I feel, if you ask me, I would say if you ask me to place my bet, I think I'll put it on Arsenal. And the reason is because the trajectory is actually, now their squad is so complete. Now when they add maybe a goal scoring center forward, and then they get maybe one or two tweaks during maybe on the right side, someone to support Saka, because Saka won't play all the games. They need to get somebody just in case to give Saka a rest, because next season they're going to be playing Champions League, the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and whichever football tournaments. So they really need to be very, very, very active. So I feel Arsenal are actually a better side. They are very developed. Now they play like a team who wants to win something, who wants to make a difference, win the Premier League. And Arteta is a great guy. I mean, it was an understudy to Pep Guardiola. And the same mentality Pep has is the same mentality Arteta has. But the only thing is he has finer hair. So okay. I think that's something good.
The teams in the Premier League continue to, I'm not saying it is wrong, of course, appreciate development, but even in the Premier League, I even bring a keynote. Man City's first Premier League title came against Man United in a season where they won on goal difference against Man United. Go and watch the reaction of the United manager and the players there at Blackburn Rovers, where they were playing, when they found out they had lost the league. This is the point I'm trying to make. It is not that you have not had a good season. Well, let me finish.
Those are two different.
It is not that you've not had a
different things.
It is not that you've not had a good
United
season.
were dominant and
good.
The season before that season.
What does dominance
The season
bring?
before
What
that
does
season.
dominance bring?
The season before that season, United won it.
Okay, what does dominance
Then they got to
bring?
that season, and the United thought, oh, they've already won it again.
What does dominance bring?
It means United. Come on, you're talking about Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson won this thing 13 times in 17 seasons.
That's dominance.
These guys are making my point for me. Again, Arteta is a very good manager.
When was the last time Arsenal won the league? If you're talking about dominance, and they're improving their game to that place, you're complaining.
Arteta is a good manager.
This guys
Arsenal are a good club, and you can talk about improvement and fine and good they are improving. But the fact of the matter is,
Liverpool
if
didn't
you are
win the league for
content
30-something years, and
Liverpool,
won it. I mean,
Liverpool are not a good example. Liverpool have one league title in how many years against City? You are not the blueprints. So the point is, if you keep saying development, improvement, and that's your standard, it will continue to be your standard. You finish second with more points next season, and you shake your hand about it. But the person that starts the season and says, "I want to win," those are the people that.
Let me give you a difference. This
on.
season, Liverpool won only the Carabao Cup. We're supposed to have a trophy parade, but because it was only the Carabao, we're like, nah,
good.
We're not gonna. That's now when you're talking about mentality. I understand what you're saying, because we've been winning these things back to back for some years. This is Arsenal. This is no Arsenal. They're not used to this for a very long time.
Nobody gives a fuck.
You don't go with that mentality. That is you depriving growth. That is you depriving progress. That is you not recognizing effort.
Moving on, a club has actually decided that something that the manager produced this season was not fit for purpose. Chelsea have parted ways with Mauricio Pochettino this season. I think Chelsea finished sixth.
Yeah.
Sixth this season.
No? I think seventh.
6 or 7. Okay, 6, 7, whatever.
Nobody cares, man.
See, why does nobody care?
Because throughout the season they've been playing, they've been terrible, my guy. They've been terrible, my guy.
In 10 years' time, your kid right?
Yeah.
He's going to go, Daddy, who won the league in the year 2024? And you're going to say Man City, and your kid is not going to ask you who came second. And you will not waste the kid's time to tell him who came second. This is why winning is so important. But here's the point, right? Chelsea came 7th. And every Chelsea fan will forget this season in 2 or 3 years' time.
Okay.
You know what? They'll remember it for how bad it was. But, there's some things that you remember to forget. For example, I'm a football fan. I've supported clubs or a club in my life. I can't remember.
What club is that?
I can't remember clubs.
What club?
I don't give a fuck about you.
I
don't know where Real Madrid came second.
This guy.
Real Madrid came second last season. So why didn't you pressure? Why did they sack the manager?
Me, I wouldn't have minded this.
You see, see. This is speaking
man.
from both sides of your mouth.
But
This is
apart
talking from both sides of your mouth, my guy.
You see, this is
No,
the problem. Please, production, you might need to get me guests that are on my level here.
Can you see this guy?
Because one thing I
This
said,
man.
I didn't say it had to lead
He
to.
shock us.
I didn't say it had to lead to.
Show what kills, my guy. You go
Real
show what
Madrid
kills.
finished second. The next season, you signed Jude Bellingham.
So Jude Bellingham won them.
No, hold on. You finish second.
So
Next season, just let me finish.
Okay.
You finish second. The next season, you sign Jude Bellingham. The next season, you see the club actively going for Kylian Mbappe, who is the best player in the fucking world. So that is the man. Arsenal are finishing second. Oh my God, Havertz, you were so wonderful. Zinchenko, you did so well. Ramsdale, you're so wonderful. Nobody's saying,
Nobody says that.
that's not good enough. Anyway,
No.
Chelsea have decided that 7th spot is not where their destiny is supposed to be.
Sixth.
I said 6th. You said 7th.
You just remember now.
No, yeah, I corrected. I take back that.
Exactly. These are the people I'm working with.
I take back that statement.
Anyway, Chelsea have they've sacked Mauricio Pochettino. There is a bit of debate about that because some Chelsea fans feel like, you know what, this is coming at the time when it seemed like Pochettino was starting to develop some momentum. So Chelsea have had an absolutely tragic season. If I was the Chelsea owner, Mauricio Pochettino would not even get to this point. We would have been gone a long time ago. We would have cut ties.
This guy, that means that means
That is why
That
is why United are not progressing.
That's this same reason why if you were in the Arsenal board, you would have sacked Arteta.
Yes.
Okay, so just to answer that question, if I did sack Arteta, if I was on the Arsenal board, I would have lost one FA Cup. That's what I would have sacked. So I don't understand. I would have sacked one FA Cup and a couple of second place finishes.
This guy,
right?
This guy, bro.
Anyway, moving on. So who's in the running now?
So now let me say something about the Chelsea sack. There's something I do say to United fans. I said something.
This is the closest United fan. But
Yeah, I said.
Put that shirt now. This.
I said.
It's too much chest.
I said something. I said the best time to part ways with the manager of a team is at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Not in between. Now, one of the problems United are having is.
Please, we have a United segment. Chelsea.
One of the problems United are actually having is.
Yes, please.
You know, the board and the manager start having this misunderstanding mid-season, and then which throws the manager off balance, and then the manager knows he's going to lose his job, but he doesn't know when. So he wakes up in the morning and just look, oh, have I been sacked? No. We'll go ahead. Have I been sacked? No. You go. Okay. Then, when it gets to a point, he gets sacked mid-season. Another manager comes in and says, oh, okay, this crop of players that are not playing excellently, I will make use of them to the end of the season. Now, those same players start playing rubbish. They keep playing that rubbish. Then get to the end of the season, the manager doesn't know who to sell or who to retain. Now, so now, exactly. And now he gets to, after playing a couple of months with those players, he signs maybe 2-3 players to join those players that are actually bad. And then you don't have enough time to sell most of them. And then those new players comes, they play 2-3 months, great games, 2-3 months. And then they get corrupted by these old players. You understand? So it's like a cycle. It keeps going. Now the reason why I love the fact that Chelsea had to leave Pochettino at the end of the season. So when you're going into the transfer market, you can decide as a new manager and tell the board, look, these players you guys bought, I'm not going to make use of a whole lot of them. Is if you want to send them on loan, if you want to sell them, whatever you want to do, you can go ahead. I want to bring my kind of players. I will check the players, look at the players who can play to my tactics.
Kind of
Exactly. So when that is done, the preseason comes, you can be able to make those vast changes. You can say, okay, this one play here, this one
How
play.
do
Oh,
you
try
feel?
this, try that. Now, I feel the new manager they're gonna go for is deserving.
How do you feel?
I feel so.
How do you feel having said all of this? Right? Because you've said a lot. I was actually checking. You spoke for about 3 minutes, 50
No,
seconds.
I spoke for like 7 days.
Officially, Chelsea say that they've parted ways with Mauricio Pochettino, which is kind of like a thing I usually hear clubs say. Yeah, they are not doing it again, more or less, basically. We've heard rumors, there's been internal conversations, whatever. The thing is, the problem I have with that is how much of an internal conversation can you really have when you've had the season that you've had? If you're sitting down in the board, you're manager of a football club like Chelsea Football Club, you've recently spent about what, £1 billion or how many pounds on getting in players, and you're talking to me, you're telling me this and that, and we're having a conversation. No, I want you to go. I mean, we can find some sort of agreement, but you don't have. It's not like a Pep Guardiola situation where he can then come in and it's like, okay, I have to listen to what you're saying, but you're a prime asset for me. As a board manager, a member, whatever, I'm looking at you like, bro, don't raise your voice. You finished 6th though, and the season was terrible, and we've spent a lot of money here. So what I'm thinking is now, what we've heard from the reliable sources like Fabrizio and the other guys, we're hearing that Chelsea are looking to bring in a young manager. We're hearing they're looking to bring in a young manager, attractive style of play, blah, 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 the usual remit. Thing is, for me, I'm looking around at the football landscape, and when I look at Chelsea, there are some clubs, you see the players, you see the club, and you just think, this manager fits, right? If tomorrow you tell me Jose Mourinho is the manager of Atletico Madrid, I see it.
Yeah.
Right? Pep Guardiola could go to PSG, I see it.
Yes.
Right? Who comes to Chelsea? Do you guys have any idea?
Well,
I mean, personally for me, I actually think Pochettino leaving Chelsea is premature. Personally for me, and I'll just use the Arteta story as a reference,
Fair.
Now, I mean, we all agree that Chelsea had a terrible season. Trust me, I trolled Chelsea fans.
Yeah, it's
No,
awful.
I trolled. You need to see me troll. Chappie Chase is not nowhere near trolling when it comes to me trolling Chelsea fans.
Yeah, as an Arsenal fan, of course.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you could actually see Pochettino rescue that team, right? From the dungeons to even getting to Europe. I actually think that as an employer, right, to a large extent, you should give that man some listening ear and allow him time to build that team. And I think that the impatience of the Chelsea, maybe the board members, and of course, not being able to agree on some certain terms in terms of how the club is going to be run, or players would have contributed to what has happened with Mauricio Pochettino. But I actually think that the club should have given him more chance or the ability to do what he wanted to do with the Chelsea team. So I feel like it was a premature decision for them parting ways.
We'll get there in a sec. What do you think? Who do you think comes? Because I know here's a little bit of a snippet. Yeah, Liverpool's new manager, Arne
Slot.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to get. See, I didn't even know the name is pronounced that way because his name is spelled SLOT. O-T-H.
In Nigeria,
I think.
what is it pronounced as?
Slots,
Simple.
actually. So, but Chappie was the one who told me for the first time. His name is actually pronounced Slot. So Chappie is, I've said many times on the podcast, Chappie has no wife, no girlfriends. He's celibate. He's a virgin. Everything Chappie does in his life is watch football.
No, watch Liverpool.
I mean, what? So, which manager do you think can go to Chelsea?
Okay, I have two candidates in mind. The first candidate is De Zerbi from Brighton. From Brighton,
fair,
because all of a sudden the man just said, "Oh, he just wants to leave the team," and he says, I'm not talking to any other team. I just want to, leave Brighton and just retrace and just try to make myself better." Blah, blah, blah. We know so they don't call you for private. Yeah, you don't want to talk.
Come on, that club first.
But we could say we don't know what it is. So then the second candidate is this current PSG manager.
Luis Enrique.
No, sorry, I take that back. This current Bayern manager, the one that won them the Champions League.
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah. Now, why? Yeah, let me tell you why. The reason is he was sacked unprovoked.
But he was sacked by Bowley.
Exactly. Bowley is just an investor. He doesn't have any idea about football. This is a man that came into the Premier League and said he wish the Premier League the Champions League can be like the Super Bowl, where halftime they perform. And then he was talking about 12. There was a time he was saying, why can't football team play 4-4-3 formation? Like 12? He's not familiar with the game.
Here's the thing, Americans in football is a thing. But I just want to point out two things for you.
Yeah.
Tuchel was sacked by Bowley, one.
Yeah.
Secondly, Chelsea's official line in terms of who they are looking for is a young-ish manager. Tuchel has a reputation for... Tuchel is one of those managers you don't associate with development, growth. Tuchel comes and Tuchel wants to win.
Okay.
So that team, I don't know.
The reason why I said that man is because, Chelsea are actually a side that play a more balanced kind of football.
Don't try to analyze that. What they come to the pitch
I'm trying to see. Just like you said, every team has
like Man U.
Every team have a manager that suits them, that suits their style. Like Liverpool now, replacing Jurgen Klopp with Arne Slot is, you can, from their style of play, the mentality, how they groom players, they use youngsters, they are on the same line. Liverpool can't let Jurgen Klopp go and get a Mourinho. Doesn't sit well in the brain. You understand? And I think that's the first mistake United did. Sorry to go back to the United. When Sir Alex Ferguson left, I don't know, maybe he was being so patriotic, he suggested a fellow Scottish man, which was Moyes. We all know Moyes and Sir Alex Ferguson, they don't have the same style of football, but at the same time, De Zerbi is the first choice when it comes to the replacement. Then
for you,
yes,
yeah.
I feel yes. De Zerbi.
You could also consider how many players have gone to Chelsea from Brighton.
Yes, so De Zerbi number one, and then when you say the second person, I think because the board members can sit down and say, this guy that won the Champions League for us a year before we came into Chelsea, this guy was playing good football. He had a good relationship with the players, with the backroom staffs and everything. So I think we sacked him too early or too quickly, maybe because we just wanted to show that we are a big side. Maybe we can renegotiate. Maybe we had this conversation with the manager back then and it wasn't really good. Now we can create a chance to renegotiate with the manager and let him know, okay, are you go? Because I feel this Chelsea team are actually a side who buys the player and the manager is just here to coach. You're looking for coaches, not managers.
So just to touch on something before we move on to other things, we have two major retirees now, recent retirees in football, and the whole world of football just needs to stand still, and give a round of applause, kudos to these two legends. First person I want to talk about is Claudio Ranieri, who has recently now retired from football management. We will always remember his, just mind-blowing Champions League win with Leicester City.
Premier League win.
Premier League win. with Leicester City, which was just incredible. Because the season before that, I think they were almost relegated, and then they come the next season, they win the entire thing. Huge achievements for Claudio Ranieri, and best of luck in the future to Claudio. And also, Toni Kroos has recently announced that this is his final season playing football. He will retire after the Euros. What a career. Toni Kroos, multi-time Champions League winner, World Cup winner, serial La Liga winner.
He has won everything.
He has won everything in football at 34.
Everything. You know what?
At 34,
everything.
Man.
And then he started winning Champions League from when he was in Bayern.
Yes.
To come to Real Madrid and then continue that. Just absolutely. I look at football today, and I don't see anyone.
I think he'll win the last one.
He may. We'll touch on that. I don't see anyone in the mode of a Toni Kroos. I see stats about Toni Kroos. Incredible. Toni Kroos in his career, La Liga career, 94% pass accuracy.
Ridiculous.
Every season.
That is ridiculous. Especially if you watch.
I mean, nobody else comes to mind except the great Zidane.
Do you get? Maybe the next person you might hear something about like that is maybe Modric. Maybe when he decides. And what's mind blowing is if you watch Toni Kroos, Toni Kroos doesn't do if you tell me Iniesta has high pass accuracy, I believe that because Iniesta
is always everywhere.
He's passing to
Toni Kroos,
you
almost not seeing.
But Kroos takes the ball and he's sending it.
Yeah,
the passes are long range passes.
Do a lot,
right?
So my point is he doesn't have to do a lot, right? But his work rate is very, very effective.
Very effective. Look at the assist for Vinicius Jr. against Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
He told him.
Yeah.
You see
him do that with his hands,
go,
and then he
and the funny thing is, even the opponents see him make. So he's not even trying to hide.
He's not trying to hide it.
But
you
can't
stop it. You can't stop.
Ridiculous player.
You think about the technique. Division, we'll miss Toni Kroos. We will miss.
Surely, football will miss him.
Football will miss Toni Kroos. So, to wrap up, we have 2 finals to look forward to before it's all done. I think that one of the finals, is there any need for us? Well, let people go to Wembley Stadium. Let them have a good time. Let them, jollificate and jubilate, and people take their kids out. But who really
like an excursion?
Yeah, an excursion. Have fun, eat pizza, eat popcorn, watch some football.
Man,
the football might as well be scripted. You might as well be watching a movie that you know the outcome of. Yeah. Because
Anton Bose,
Ten Hag, and that tragic, god awful, useless. There are not enough terms that a man can use to describe Manchester United. The only thing is, we would have to see if Ineos are a serious investor, Ten Hag doesn't start. If Ineos are serious, the only thing I'm looking at is maybe they've just said, you know what, the season's a write-off. No point sacking him now. They're in the final. Let them get through that. When the season is done, we sack him and we start from scratch. If Ten Hag starts next season, Man United manager, then you know that the club will continue to wallow in mediocrity. But we do have the FA Cup final to look forward to. I don't think anyone has any other opinion aside a City.
No, everywhere good.
Come on, man.
It's soft.
I mean, I'd rather just focus my conversation on relevant games.
Champions League final. Yeah. Thank you very much.
In as much as both is still happening in Wembley, right?
Yeah, it is still happening.
Both finals are in Wembley, so shout out to the people in Wembley. They are having a lot to enjoy this period.
London's calling.
But I'd rather focus on the important game, which is Real Madrid and Dortmund. And I don't want to say an upset might just happen, right? But for me, I'm expecting an explosive match, right? If the fairy tale will be Dortmund carrying the day, for me, and who doesn't like fairy tales? I do.
I do.
Right? I know.
Real Madrid.
Come on, man. You're not a Real Madrid fan. You're a Man U fan. Stop this nonsense you keep doing. Accept your.
Now you born.
My brother, you're a Man U fan.
You know me before you.
You done said that before. I don't
I
know
ain't
why.
say shit.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
you said that before.
No,
You have.
It's just, bro, you have. It's just
me.
that, bro, you don't be denying. Don't be
Is
denying
on
it.
this podcast?
Don't be denying
Are
it.
you cross carpeting?
Are
Are you
there
cross-carpeting?
any
Are you a Nigerian
records?
politician?
Is there any record?
Are you a Nigerian
Yes, we
politician?
have you on record.
They have me on record
Yes.
saying I support Manchester
The
Are
United.
you a
production- I think the
Nigerian
production
poli-
will work on that.
You're a little giant.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's I expect everybody likes a fairy tale, so the fairy tale would be Borussia Dortmund winning, and again, it will be a slap on the face of Man U having Jadon
Jadon
Sancho.
Sancho.
I mean, winning the Champions
League
months after leaving.
Months after they kicked him out,
you know,
because he won't apologize to a bald fraud.
So all those things would even make the fairy tale even sweeter. But we all know life is not a fairy tale.
Yeah.
So I expect Real Madrid to come and do what they know how to do as usual, which is win the Champions League. But I'll keep my fingers crossed. I have no dog in this fight.
Right.
I'll just watch that day. And hopefully,
the stories write themselves.
It's an interesting game.
Prior to this game, people were saying, Marco Reus last game for Dortmund could probably win the Champions League.
That's a fairy tale too.
That's a fairy tale, but Toni Kroos is retiring as well. I mean, what's to say that his fairy tale? Toni Kroos is retiring. He could win the Champions League in his last game. Jude Bellingham could win the Champions League in his first season for Real Madrid in his home country after leading Borussia Dortmund, who is playing in the final. Some people's,
there's so much,
the thing.
There's so much
when God is making us human beings, he's not sharing this this destiny thing equally. Yeah. Look at Jude Bellingham's life, for example.
Yeah.
Who can write that? Your first season in Real Madrid. Mm-hmm. You're going to the Champions League final.
You've
won the La Liga. Your Champions League final, the grand stage.
In your
do you know how many professional footballers there are who will never see a Champions League final? Bruno Fernandes will never see a Champions League final.
He's not going to see, not because.
Right? He's never going to see a Champions League final. Factos. And you know what? People will even say that he's a decent footballer. Yeah. But it's not by decent. It's not by... They are very, very good, talented footballers.
Who will never see?
Do
Arsenal.
you think Saka will see?
My brother, calm down.
Saka will never. Saka will actually not see
my brother. Hey, don't do that.
And then here's Jude Bellingham, 20 years of age.
I imagine
20 years of age in the Champions League final in the capital city of his home country, playing against the team that he just left. You might as well come on. What are we talking?
Whatever happens that day, different. It will mean a lot to different players for both teams in different ways. Just like you've mentioned, Toni Kroos will be playing possibly his last game for Real Madrid.
Not possibly.
It's his last game. That's it. Nobody knows. Some people have retired before and came back, So I'm just saying, that possibly his last game for Real Madrid. How beautiful would it be for him to win? When the ovation is loudest, to leave when the ovation is loudest. Like we just mentioned the Sancho situation, we just mentioned the Ross situation. So there's a lot of things for either as a club or personal. The individual players personally want to win something for themselves to just write their own fairy tale. So I don't know. Please don't ask me prediction.
I was just about.
You're not going to. I've been looking at your face.
Just say.
No, I've been looking at your face. I'm not going to be caught in that. Like I said, I have no dog in this fight. I'm not going to. Maybe Chappie will, but I'm just going to enjoy the game.
Chappie doesn't miss. When it comes to predictions. He doesn't.
He missed too.
What was?
Chappie said that Liverpool will finish above Arsenal. Did he miss or did he not miss?
Okay. Chappie doesn't miss the opportunity to make a prediction. Chappie, Champions League final, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid. Who do you got?
I would love Dortmund to win, but Madrid is they're a bully.
It is what
they will bully you.
It is what it is.
It's Madrid, man. Especially final.
Let me make my own prediction. Yes, without any, it will be, Real Madrid have a way of just taking that soul and life out of you. They just, And you know what? Real Madrid is the one team in football. You could be leading them 2-0, 88 minutes. I'm calm. Like, I'm calm. I could want other results from other teams, 88 minutes, and still hope and be watching anxiously. I'm telling you, Real Madrid, 2-0, 88 minutes. So we have come to Chappie's favorite part of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is a shot. Please, try now. Try.
My brother, I cannot keep myself.
Try. Or, you know what? Okay, I've already seen some of the questions, but it won't be fair. But maybe one time, I'll give you the phone. So you ask the questions. I want to go head to head with this.
Okay,
This
that,
Chappie.
okay, no
The
problem.
point is, let me not even make mouth because me, I once I did invite
If you
babes.
you can give it to him and let
No need. Once I did invite babes come my house. You don't do anything again for this life. Now boy, you can't watch. Right. So question number 1. Since okay, I'm going to have. How do you do this? Okay, you know what? I'll ask you first.
As usual.
Yeah.
So don't make it look as if.
Which team won the Premier League in the 2010-2011 season?
Chelsea.
Wrong. The answer is Manchester United. I know ask you. Okay. But how do you know?
Because I said it here now.
It's
I said
concerning,
before the 11-12 season where City took it from
It's
United,
concerning,
it was United first. They were dominating that period.
Go on, man.
Number 2 question for you. Who was the top scorer in the 2011-2012 Premier League season?
2011-2012.
He's consulting.
2011-2012.
Consulting his memory.
I know 2012-2013 was Van Persie.
Who was the top scorer in Premier League in the
2011-2012.
2011-2012 season?
Van Persie.
5, 4, 3. What's your answer now?
The answer is...
You said Van Persie already now.
Oh, you did?
Aguero.
You said Van Persie already.
No, I was thinking no.
Okay, so Aguero or Van Persie?
Aguero.
Okay, wrong. The answer is Robin Van Persie. Both of you wrong. Next question for you. Which team won the Premier League in the 2011-2012 season?
Manchester City.
Correct. Manchester City won. 1-0. For you, who managed Chelsea to the Premier League title in 2014-2015 season?
2014-2015 season. What was this man that played 3-5-2 formation? That used Moses as a left wing, right wing back.
5.
Antonio Conte.
Wrong. The answer is Jose Mourinho.
2014-2015.
It's production that told me.
2014-2015.
2014-2015.
You want to check?
You want to check? Let's do a quick Google search. I think they're right though. 2014.
It is not Mourinho.
Chelsea coach 2014-2015 season.
Yeah. That okay. Chelsea coach.
2014-2015 season was Leicester City that won the league.
No.
It was Leicester 2014-2015.
Yeah, they're right. Jose Mourinho returned to Chelsea in 2013 and left in 2015. So 2014-2015 season he was their active man. Which team won the Premier League in the 2015-2016 season?
Leicester.
Correct. The answer is Leicester City. 2-0.
Why you going to tell them things I don't talk? Which guy? What's in the soul for you?
Who was named the Premier League Player of the Season in the 2017-2018 season?
Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah, correct. 2-1. How many consecutive... First it gets 5.
Okay.
How many consecutive league titles did Manchester City...
5 questions.
No,
First
to
get
to 5.
You're leading 2-1.
God damn it, that now. Come on.
I'll exhaust all the questions.
Play. Just play on.
How many
Play.
consecutive league titles did Manchester City win starting from 2017-2018 season?
4.
2 consecutive league titles. That's the answer. They won 2017.
I love that tricky question. I knew he would fail it.
19.
I knew because Liverpool won it 2020, so I knew he would fail it.
Fuck.
But everywhere good, Jack.
Which Liverpool player scored 32 goals in the
Salah.
32 goals in 2017.
Alhamdulillah. Salah.
Mohamed Salah, 2-2. Who won the Premier League in the 2019-2020 season?
Liverpool,
correct. 3-2. Which Manchester United player won the Premier League Golden Boot in the 2020-2021 season?
Manchester United player.
Okay.
What did you say?
Which Manchester United player?
Because that team never progressed in the long run. The time they try shine now, when should Ronaldo this year? That's Ronaldo. I don't know maybe green light for
Which
that
Manchester United player won the Premier League Golden Boot in the 2020-2021 season? Chappie's face.
Who won in the Premier League?
In the
in the Lagos League.
Asaba League.
Percy they shine for that club.
Okay, so did a Manchester United player win it?
In 2020-2021 season.
Yes. Did a Manchester United player win it?
Golden Boot. Highest goal scorer.
Yes.
Bronze.
Did a Manchester United player win it? You are free to say the question is you can contend the question. Okay, so let me break it down for you then. If you don't think a Manchester United player won it, who won it?
2020-2021 season.
Yes.
That was the season.
So much time
Relax now. Relax. No shed tears, bro. Relax.
No, it's a difficult question. So
bro, calm down, bro.
Fair enough.
Okay, the 2020-2021 season.
We're talking 1 minute to answer this question.
2020-2021
5.
season.
5.
4.
4.
3.
3.
The highest goal scorer in the Premier League.
2. Yes.
1.
Fernandes.
0.
The answer, if you want to fight production, don't fight me. I did read within the key. The answer is
Ronaldo.
No Manchester United player won the Golden Boot in that season.
I'm not waiting the boss man. See, I go contest this thing for High Court. Because
Let me finish.
I don't look say which time that team progress last.
Let me
I don't
finish.
say no possible.
Let me
United.
finish.
You could have just said
Let me
United
finish.
did not.
No Manchester United player won the Golden Boot.
I don't see my. You guys saw my face.
Shout out to production.
I know it was
for a
Harry
tricky
Kane.
question.
It was no,
Bro, come on, bro.
2021. It was Harry Kane.
My guy.
Yeah, it was Harry
My
Kane.
guy.
question.
Shout out to production for what?
But
A chicken
production,
question.
that was actually very, very good. That's very
Shout out to
good.
production for what?
Because that means if you know your shit, you would have said it. So
Shout out to production for what? A tricky question.
next question for you. It's still 3-2 and there are still a few questions to go. Next question. Who was the Premier League manager of the season 2020-2021?
(2020)
2021. 5. 4.
Pass.
Pass! You want to pass on the question?
Hold on.
3. If he passes the question, I will answer the question. You have your own. 5.
Arteta.
Mikel Arteta, 2020-2021.
The answer is Klopp.
Wrong. The answer is Pep Guardiola.
Guardiola, yeah. Okay, 2019-2020 was Klopp, yes.
Which Chelsea player won the Champions League Final Man of the Match award in 2021?
Man of the match.
5. You're going to use that. They asked me with 5. 4.
Kai Havertz.
Wrong. The answer is N'Golo Kante. Score is still 3-2. Wow. Heading to the last bits. Who won the Premier League title in 2021-2022 season?
Guy, which kind of question is this now?
I'm just saying it as it comes. Dead ass.
Manchester City.
Manchester City, correct. 4-2. Which player scored the most goals in the 2021-2022 Premier League season?
2021, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 seasons ago. The player that scored the most goals.
Most goals, yes.
2021, 20. There are 3 players on the list.
You call it
No, 2 players. Son, Salah.
Son, Salah. You're actually a very, very good football fan. So Mohamed Salah and Son Heung-min both with 23 goals. So 4-3. Which club did Erling Haaland join in the 2022-2023 season, making a significant impact?
These questions are becoming embarrassing, bro. Of what your question?
Manchester fucking City.
Manchester City. 5-3, I think it is. Which team won the Premier League in the 2022-2023 season? We're almost done. Wait,
City.
Did it 5-3?
City.
Oh, it's off. Sorry. I lost count for a sec there, but 5-3, we said first person to get to 5. Congratulations.
Big look.
Look.
Captain.
Copy.
Hey, my brother.
It's actually embarrassing.
Don't complain.
It is embarrassing.
No
man.
complaints,
No,
bro.
they're not complaints actually. But the question was, what the hell are these?
Montana.
Bro, if you have a problem,
Montana.
you talk to production. I just read that question 1, question 2, and that's how you played it.
I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
history has
it's
been
all
made
good.
on the Center Circle podcast because for the first
It's all good.
because for the first time, Chappie Chase has lost the question game. Chooks is the winner for this week. You're lucky he didn't bet this time.
Bro, for Colette.
Chappie, bets for next week. Bets for next week.
Now the question now, I mean, the production now. We need to take the production to the House of Assembly. They need to question the production.
On that
These
note-
questions.
On that note, it's been another fun episode. We'll catch you guys next week. Have an awesome week. Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.